There we go. Yeah. 1 second, forgot the chat box. See, it's not a Van stream without a little bit of stuff. While I get the chat box out, how is everyone doing? How are things going? Hope your day has been good. You guys have probably seen some of my takes on Twitter. Maybe I'll explain some of those. Who knows? But yeah, hope you guys have been doing good. Yeah. You're fine. Let's go. Let's go. That is fantastic to hear. Let's connect this up. There we go. Perfect. And there you guys are, visible on the screen. Let's go. I'm glad you guys are doing good. And let's get straight into it because, ooh. Work week done. Let's go. Let's go. Recover, chillax, relax, and don't worry about things. I have to quickly talk about a show because that's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna go straight into it. No, no rambling. Let's get straight onto it. So I need to talk about a show that I'm definitely going to drop because, man. Oh, so let me just get it on my side of the screen. I can't show on the screen actually because reasons, but this show I'm going to drop is that F1 kind of show. I gave episode 2 a try. Yeah, we're starting with a drop. We are starting with the good stuff because what's more fun than saying bad things about a show than starting off with the bad things? Then we get to the good. We can build from this. So, High Speed Atoli. I believe that's what it's called, but let's be honest, I shouldn't be bothering remembering the name because this show couldn't remember its frame rate. Yeah, I know, I'm going there. This is one of those shows which people say, man, 3D is bad, and I can't disprove them. Also, hey Neki, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is one of those shows where I'm like, I can't disprove 3D is bad because how did you make F1 even more boring? And this comes from someone who likes F1, who likes racing, who likes speed. And this is 20 minutes of F1. Somehow you made it much more boring. And that's an accomplishment of itself. Is it going to get better? I really doubt it. The only thing that was nice was to see some of the sponsors, including Wacom, on the side of the road, which was neat, I guess. And yeah, like, the characters are kind of bland, no one's really memorable. The designs of the characters are nice, and they probably would work in a mecha anime, or mecha, depends on how you pronounce it. Hey Xenogoku, hope you're doing good. We are about to just ramble about High Speed Atoli first, because that show, I wish I could get my time back. And not even the full 20 minutes because I skipped through that episode. I might have watched it in 1.25 speed, don't judge me, but yo, I could not, and neither could you guys. So High Speed Atoli, that's a drop already. I was hoping for some high speed car on car action, and there was a spin out which was really done boringly. And let me put it like that. The Hot Wheels show that was done by Disney XD, I think, was better than High Speed Atoli. Hot Wheels was better than a Japanese animation studio. The bar is low. We have a low bar that we need to clear, and we're not clearing it. So High Speed Atoli, after 2 episodes, we're dropping it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's not going to get better. Hey, Ancha Yuri, I am good. Also, I'll just call you Yuri, if that's cool with you. I hope you're having a good day. We're just ranting about some anime, and I've already talked about a show which I'm dropping, which is always fun to start off with. Yes. So, we're dropping High Speed Atoli, unfortunately. I was hoping it'll be a really good, speed anime, which I could recommend to Kiri, because we know Kiri loves her racing games, and what better to recommend her a racing anime, because I'm the homie like that. Unfortunately, this is a show I cannot recommend. Yeah. Yes, Hot Wheels Let's Race. That was better. I'm pretty sure it was Hot Wheels Let's Race. No, not Hot Wheels Let's Race. There's a different one, but this looks better. This is aimed for children much more easily. So I could see it. I could see it. Now we're gonna talk about the next show, which I am dropping. Like, I am dropping this like a stack of bricks because I have been disappointed, and this might be a surprise to a lot of people. And some people you'll be like, yeah, I can kind of see it. I can kind of tell why. I've mentioned and talked about this show before, and the characters look great. The voice actors look sound fantastic, and it's nothing to do with them. It's Go Loser Ranger. I never expected me to be dropping this. The guy who likes Super Sentai, the guy who likes comic books, the guy who enjoys Kamen Rider, you know? I never expected me to drop a show that is literally aimed for it and is a deconstruction of the genre. But, bruh. Oh, if I have to skip through an episode, it's not the vibe. Exactly, Yuri. Sometimes it just doesn't click, and that's unfortunate because this was one of my shows that I was like so hyped for, and it's my fault. Hey Gazoki. I sleep soon. I was waiting your stream. All good, all good. You rest up in the stream. Expectations. Yeah. Hot Wheels World Race is the best. Hot Wheels World. I'm not gonna fight you on it. Like, I'm gonna assume it's good. But yeah, Go Loser Ranger. It's not the vibe, unfortunately. Yeah, like, I hate it when that happens when you're excited for. Yeah, I'm gonna put the blame on me. Like, the show is probably good for everyone else, so I'm gonna put this all on me, on my personal taste and how I hyped up the show, because it's not the show's fault that I gave it those expectations. It's not the show's fault for being mid to me. Because to everyone else, it could be fantastic. It could be great. It could be their anime of the season. Hey A-Bear, welcome to the stream. Yes, Go Loser Ranger / no longer a Rangers, like Ranger Reject. Hey Canster, welcome, welcome. Yeah, the show isn't bad. The show is just, I overhyped it. That's a me issue. I messed up, you know? I thought this was gonna be my show, and it's not. And I can't blame anyone else but that, you know? So that's the nicest insult. It's not the show's fault for being... It's not the show's fault for being mid. Like, the first episode didn't grip me, unfortunately, and I give things the 3-episode rule. Everyone knows about the 3-episode rule. Watch the first 3 episodes and usually it can grab you. Madoka Magica is like the greatest example of the 3-episode rule because I think it's the 2nd or 3rd episode where the big reveal happens. So there's that. Same with a bunch of other shows I've watched in the past, you know? Not Naruto. Naruto is like the 20-episode rule because Naruto just gets you. And then you randomly drop it sometimes. I've watched all of Naruto. Anyway. Go Loser Ranger is unfortunately mid. I need like a big stamp on screen that just says mid. Hey Warrior Style, we are talking about Go Loser Ranger, and I'm just, again, it's not the show's fault. It's not the show's fault that it's mid. I gave it too high of expectations, you know? Have you watched the Dungeon Meshi season yet? I have not. It's on my list. Also, I thought I modded you. 1 second. I thought I modded you. Let me just add as mod and not accidentally block you. You know what? Hey, let me give you that mod badge too, Yuri. There we go. Y'all be modded. You've been knighted. I need to get some mods later, so that's gonna be like a future thing. I'm not gonna worry about that for now. Exactly, Osada. It's not you, it's me. Yeah. Here's the thing for you. I think you might like it, yeah. I gave it too high expectations, you know? As someone who's been binging shows like Kamen Rider, Garo, also I recommend Garo, 1 second. It's like, there's 2 really good seasons of it. There's Garo Vanishing Lion. I recommend it. Like, the hits are really solid. Garo is a really good live action and anime adaptation of a tokusatsu. So if you take anything away, go watch Garo. Garo Vanishing Lion is fantastic. Hey, you get some good rest, Neki. Yes, you get some good rest. Oh, yeah, Sumi Nasai. But yeah. Vanishing Line is great. Recommend it if you guys haven't watched any Garo before. It's probably top tokusatsu animated content. Recommend it for that. If you unfortunately, Kamen Rider W the anime isn't a good entry because it's a continuation, so I can't recommend people to watch that straight away. You can watch the Ultraman anime if you like 3D, or if you can stomach 3D. I know 3D is a make or break for a lot of people. And also there's the Super Sentai romance kind of manga, which I can recommend as well, because you just want a good romance, you know? I always found Kamen Rider interesting, but never saw anything from it. You know, that's fair. Okay, I'm gonna go to a side note. I didn't like Futopia at all. That's completely fair. I'm gonna go on a side tangent about Kamen Rider and give you guys some recommendations. Get your pens and papers out, because I'ma get you in the rabbit hole. Okay. So, if you like old references to video games and a series that gets deeper further you go along, even though the costumes are really ridiculous to begin with, watch X-Aid. I swear by X-Aid. X-Aid is the entry to the series, has a bunch of good twists. You don't need to watch the movies afterwards, you can enjoy the series as it is. Yeah? X-Aid is fantastic, it has really good twists. The characters feel like an ensemble of great people, you know? Like, they're the boys. Also, Tom, I agree with you, World Domination, Love After World Domination is really good. But yeah, back to X-Aid. Recommend it. One of the jingles for the transformations is so with Kamen Rider there's transformations, and one of them is Hyper Muteki, and that's just a reference to video games where you have an invincibility mode. So X8 certified good classic, recommend it. Go watch X8. Now, if you feel like X8 is kind of too jokey for you, even though you probably haven't got through the further episodes, if you feel like X8 isn't for you, especially for the costumes, let's put X8 aside. You want something serious. You want something grounded. You want something that makes Zack Snyder weep. Go watch Kamen Rider Amazons on Amazon. It's actually on Amazon Prime, surprisingly. You want people's head to explode when someone punches them? Go watch Amazons. It's not great. It's not the best. But the theme song will stick in your head. I will say that. If you enjoy people punching, blood going out at random points, one of the side characters becoming a blind fighter because through his storyline he lost his eyesight. If you want a season 2 where it ends on all 3 main characters fighting each other and then you're not seeing the fight because it's not about the fight at that point, then go watch Amazons. If you want every episode to be named after the letter of the alphabet, go watch Amazons. Yeah, Amazons is the dark, gritty, you know, you're breathing out the window Kamen Rider. We can push that to the side now. Build, watch Build. That's all I gotta say. Build is good, Build is great, Build is fantastic. Build is another entry point. It doesn't take itself too serious, so it's really good. So, you know, we can put that to the side as well. Build is good. If you want depression, watch Kamen Rider Fies. For me, peak was always Kamen Rider Black XR. I can understand that. That's a good opinion. That's a good take. You know, I will say the Black era is very, very difficult to, you know, Black and Black RX. That's really good. I will say that era is like really difficult to get into for new viewers, which is why I always recommend the Heisei era to start off. Another anime that got me interested is Chainsaw Man. Some of you guys might think it's okay or something, but for me it was not bad. I think Chainsaw Man is goated. Like, Chainsaw Man is a great series, you know? And I don't need to tell people to go watch Chainsaw Man. You can watch Chainsaw Man just to see Mikami and be down bad for her. I'm not. I'm gonna be real. She crazy. She ain't my type. I look at her and go, nah, nothing but red flags. Let me just moonwalk away from this. But yeah, Chainsaw Man, go give it a watch. But yeah, my side tangent about Kamen Rider done. If you want to watch a newer series, I do recommend 01, but you have to get past the very cringy jokes at the start. It has a deeper story later on. But yeah, I love a crazy girl, but like, I don't love a crazy girl who can kill me that easily. Like, I need to be a challenge. You know? I like the Chainsaw Man more than the anime. I can understand that. Like, the direction the Chainsaw Man anime had is very different, which I do understand why people have their reservations about it. Anyway, let's go back to the top of the anime topic. I'm not one who follows the hype. I watch whatever catches my interest. Exactly, you just watch anything that catches your interest. Like, that's what I did with anime 3x3. I just picked 9 animes, and I thought I'll stick with them just from what they look like, not have a summary of anything. That's why I kind of dropped Demon Slayer season 1. Demon Slayer has peak animation, and like animation the animation for Demon Slayer carries a lot of it, and that's not a bad thing. Hi Kai, welcome to the stream. But yeah, let's go back on topic. I am unfortunately going to drop Go-Go Loser Ranger. It's unfortunate, but I feel like I can replace it with a different show, or I can just like not replace it with anything, one or the other. Now the third show, which is like in the drop bracket, this show is like teetering the drop bracket. Demon Slayer is worth the watch because it looks good. Respect it. It does look fantastic. Okay, Kamiwa Game no Utaru / God's Games We Play. So, this show is like No Game No Life with no charisma. And that is upsetting for me to say. Give me 1 second, I need to close my windows. Children are screaming. Windows closed. Hey Cry High, welcome to the stream, Now back to the topic. God's Games We Play. No game, no life with no charisma. And ooh, like, it's difficult to watch. It is so difficult to get through because I am bored out my mind. I'm like, man, I miss Kirito. At least Kirito had people around him who had personality. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gotta get Kirito a W. But like, man, I'm watching it and I'm just like, oh, you're explaining the rules to a game that is so abstract. Like, yeah, the only thing worse than a bad show is a boring one. I fully agree with that. Pride High. Like, a boring show just takes away your time. A bad show you can laugh at, like X-Arms, yeah, we all talk about SAO Kirito. Like, X-Arms is a terrible show, but I can recommend it to people if they want to watch a train wreck, because it's a beautiful train wreck, and I used to watch it weekly with my friends. I would go to their apartment, and we would just watch X-Arms every week. We made it a weekly thing, and we laughed about it. And one time, a friend of ours went to the bathroom when they were explaining where the X-Arms were from, and in the show they say they're from outer space. And then he comes into the room and goes, oh, what did I miss? And then my other friend replies, oh, you know, the X-Arms are just from outer space. And he goes, I can't tell if you're joking with me or if that's actually from the show. That's how fun X-Arms was, you know? If you missed the scene and came back to it, explaining it was so much fun. X-Arms was a fun watch, and I am glad it exists. I might be the only fan of X-Arms, but you know, if X-Arms has 1,000 haters, I'm the one fan. Favorite train? I could not get through Poopa. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the art style for Poopa just couldn't keep me going. But like, X-Arms was the beautiful train wreck. If memberships come open, I'm going to do weekly X-Arms with you guys. Like, no joke. I will get guests. It'll be membership streams. We're gonna watch X-Arms, you know? Listen, X-Arms is even fun to watch it with people who don't know the anime. It's like, it's so much fun. Like, one of the friends that I had has only watched 3 animes, which includes Demon Slayer, Naruto, and Jujutsu Kaisen. So X Arms was his bad anime, which means there's nothing but uphill from him. But yeah, I recommend X Arms. Beautiful train wreck. Thank you, Crunchyroll. The lore behind X Arms is ridiculous. Let me just explain. Okay, so they got a live action director to direct the 3D CGI. Yeah. Next, they got an outsourcing studio whose only noticeable work is helping the Naruto to Boruto Ninja Storm online game. Yeah, that's the only noticeable book. Put that to the side as well. They had the voice actor for Mikasa from Attack on Titan. She only promoted it once on Twitter. And it wasn't even like a hype tweet. She just casually said, I'm in X Arms. That's it. It was beautiful. Like, there's someone who made like X Arms in a minute on YouTube and just did memes about it, you know? Like, X Arms is a beautiful mess, and people need a terrible anime to appreciate all the good in the world, you know? And to know the difference between bad and boring. Because this was bad. Kamiwa Game no Utaru is boring. And I would rather watch X Arms again than this, you know? The Naruto online game specifically. Ninja Storm games are good. They're actually really good and a nice way for people to end the story. Except for Ninja Storm 3, because the ending of Ninja Storm 3 just ends the war and everyone just goes home. Which I find funny, because the war arc wasn't over when Ninja Storm 3 came out. Also, button mashing was really fun, so like, I wish they kept that in. Now, let's go to a show that was... Let's go to our mid show of this season, you know? The middest of shows. We're entering the midpoint of this stream, and my goodness, this show is mid. But like, it's okay that it's mid, you know? So, Mission Yozakura Family, you know? Mission Yozakura Family is the definition of mid, you know? It's... No. Listen. Well, we don't talk about Genlock. Genlock was bad. Which is also funny because I went to one of the Rooster Teeth conventions, RIP RT, and I was there when they announced Genlock in a panel. So I got to see that trailer with Michael B. Jordan. You know, him talking about why he wants to make this show, you know? Season 1 of Genlock is passable. Season 2 of Genlock is just bad, you know? But yeah, Yozakura Family is mid, but it knows it's mid. It isn't trying anything creative with its animation. The voice actors are doing a good job with the material they have. There's nothing crazy going on. The show is the definition of mid. It's not doing a crazy art style. It knows what it is. It goes through all the same tropes, but you can enjoy it. You can have fun with it. You can laugh with it, you know? Will this be a show I ever recommend to someone? No. Will I remember it? No. Am I expecting anything from it? No. Is this gonna do something that changes my mind? No. But that's fine. It has so many no's, but the one yes it has is this show mid? Yes. It's beautifully mid. And that's fine. That's why I'm not going to drop it, especially since I'm not on the 3rd episode. I've seen episode 1 and 2. Episode 2 was just about a bomb threat that was going around. I feel sorry for the MC because his house got exploded. So, you know, I hope they explore that and explore how his family belongings are, you know, gone and stuff. But they're not going to, because the show's mid. No. This show is the... I can't even... Okay, let me put it like this. You know when you get ice cream on a cone from the ice cream vendor? And you can get any flavor, you know? And say you got 3 scoops of vanilla, yeah? But the vanilla doesn't go inside the cone, it's just on the top. And then you leave the ice cream store, and the ice cream falls, and you just have the cone, you know? You have the cone, and you're like, oh no, I don't have ice cream, but at least I have the cone. And you eat the cone. It's not one of those like cones with chocolate at the bottom. It's there. It's passable. It's got a little bit of that sugary taste, but nothing that surprises you, you know? It's the ice cream cone. it's the beautifulness of midness, you know? I kill it with metaphors. I need to clip this part up. Like, it's so beautifully mid. That might have been bigger Ben than No Game No Life without charisma. Listen, No Game No Life with charisma I'm dropping because I also said that's just like boring. I can take a mid show over a boring show, you know? Like, this show is my empty ice cream cone. It's there. I could throw it away, but why would I? Ice cream cone is still food, you know? An ice cream cone still has flavor. It might not be great flavor, but it's flavor. It's there. It's got taste. So yeah, your Zakura family. Ice cream cone out of 10 so far. Oh yeah, before I continue, I'm gonna look left, look right. I have been asked to mention that I have a donation link again, and an incentive for you guys donating is if you donate $1, I take off the jacket for a minute, $2 the shirt comes off for a minute. So thumbs up, don't abuse the power you have, and have a good time. Now back to the anime ranking. Also, you can stack it up, so like you throw 20, 10 minutes of, you know, shirt off. Anyway, next show, which is good, which I'm enjoying, which is a 3D anime, which goes to show that 3D anime isn't bad. Girls Band Cry, you know? It's a fun show. It isn't breaking ground apart from its music, because the music direction is great. The scene direction is surprisingly really good, and it doesn't try to tell a story that is in over its head. So far, it's just a story of a person moving into a new city, the strictness of her family, and her having that freedom, and eventually going to become a band, you know? And episode 2 really highlighted the second part of the show, and our main character struggles. What's her name again? Yeah, Nina struggles, you know? How she's dealing with things within the world, her past, and it's nice. The music is also still really good, and we have some really funny scenes where she has an amplifier and she's swinging it about at some random dude, random office dude, and he's scared out of his like mind. And also we have some really good advice that comes from the show. It's nice, it's wholesome, it's not mid. That's the best thing about it. It's genuinely good, and I'm happy with it. So Girls Band Cry, give it a shot. It's a 3D anime. If you don't like singing, then it might not be for you. The animation is fluid. It doesn't try and do that thing where they take away frame rates to make it look stuttery. You know, the thing that Genlock does. Also, hey, Salapato, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it doesn't do the thing that Genlock tried to do where, you know, it stuttered its animation. Okay, there you go. It's a quid, bruv. The jacket is off. 1 second. Let's do. There we go. Jacket is off. Yeah. Again, Girls Band Cry, I recommend. It's good. It's a fun time, and you don't need to, you know, you don't need to have really high expectations for it. It's just a very chill show, you know? It's a very chill show. It has fantastic music. I expect the music from it is going to, you know, be played and covered a bunch, hopefully. It's no Bocce the Rock. That's the key thing. Like, Bocce the Rock has raised the bar in that sense for musical anime, because previously it was K-On! Now it's Bocce. Girls Band Cry isn't going to raise the bar again. Girls Band Cry is kind of the plateau, and it's okay being the plateau because it's still good and it knows what it is. So yeah, recommend it. Also, a minute has passed, so I can take this back on. Cool. Next show, which okay, we might be dropping this one, although the fight scene animation did carry it, so that's the big maybe. Unnamed Memory, episode 2. Man. Yo, okay, it's not bad, but bro, I was bored. I was bored, and like, oh, it's not the show's fault. Again, it's not the show's fault. I know this show is like my 50-50. I know I can take it or leave it. It's not terrible. The fight scene went harder than it needed to go. The fight scene was actually great, and I did enjoy the fight scene. I enjoyed the relationship between our MC and our female MC, but also they kind of boring, you know? Like, they're kind of mid. And I hate to use the word mid again because I'm getting mileage of it. I should be having a mid jaw, proper dollar in whenever I say mid. It's okay. 10. I'm going to assume that you want the jacket and the shirt off. Let me know if that is correct or incorrect. If it's correct, then I am going to do that. Give me a second. Y'all abusing this power already? Okay. I'm gonna assume 5 minutes for it. Okay, so man, you can't take me seriously like this. I know you guys can't. If someone just walks into the stream, they're gonna be like, why is this VTuber shirtless? One second. Okay, let me move myself upwards so you guys can at least see my belt so it's less weird. Okay, and now we're good. Okay. So, unnamed memory, and focus on my eyes, focus on my personality, don't focus on anything else. So, unnamed memory, I enjoyed the show. There's a lack of soundtrack that I'm feeling, but that also might be the soundtrack being very quiet and very slow, which that might, you know, explain it. That might explain the feeling from the show, you know? Listen, the belt has to be here to end the immersion. I have to make sure the belt is there. Listen, it's a donation. It's 5 minutes of shirt off. Because I am assuming that's what is requested, because it's only $1 for, like, you know, just to jack off. Anyway, back to Unnamed Memory. Enjoyed the show. The main character and the female character are kind of bland unless they're arguing with each other, and it's not enemies to lovers, and you guys know how I feel about enemies to lovers. It's a fantastic tag. This is strangers to lovers / Stockholm syndrome, you know? People in an unfavorable situation and they're slowly getting closer. I will say at the end of the episode she has a much more different body, so that's much more better. You know? Listen, you guys have to agree. Enemies to lovers, fantastic tag, along with childhood friends to lovers. Like, either or, both are fine. You know, we can agree on that. So, it's good show. It's fun show. I'm still going to watch it. The action was really good. The witch knows how to fight. It's fantastic. You know, like I can still watch Unnamed Memory. You know. I also agree with the deleted Twitter still show me, blah. But listen, that was a trick. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that one. But yeah, Unnamed Memory, good show. Can still recommend it. You know, it's not bad. It's still good. I like the magic. I like the fight scene. The story was still really good. So it's fantastic in that sense. Make sure you're listening to me talk and not looking at my big personality. So, yeah, I am interested in seeing where the plot goes next. It might go in a direction that I'm not expecting, which I'm fine with. It might go in a direction I'm fully expecting, which I'm also fine with. It's another kind of, it's teetering on midness, you know? it's not mid yet. It could be mid. It needs to do something to, you know, change how I feel about the show. It needs to do something to shake things up, you know? So that is one of the things. We are definitely not looking at your big personality. Come on. You know, just enjoy my big personality while I talk. So next is... Okay, this one I'm gonna take a bit more time on because I feel like I should have watched the third episode because the second episode is like a part 1 of 2. But the show, Mystery Maidens and Mysterious Disappearances. This is a show that I can understand is not gonna be as popular. I can really understand in the sense that it's very fan servicey, you know? It's a strong fan service series. Luckily, it's not a harem series from what I can tell, and we are following a female protagonist. It is a seinen show, so I really like that stuff, you know? With a lot of midness of anime, like you said, I'm pretty much stuck with VTubers instead. Listen, VTubers are like the new anime in some respects. But yeah, like, also I will get to some shows I can recommend afterwards in this season of midness. But yeah, Mysterious Maidens and Mysterious Disappearances. Second episode, I enjoyed it. Our main character, what's her name again? I need to remember it. Sumariko. She still has the ability to change. Oh no, like, I know it's a compliment. Sorry, I should have taken this fully as a compliment. Thank you for the compliment. Yes. No, I appreciate. And talk about things I appreciate. Thank you, Tom, for the 10. Thank you, Y2 Dunga, for the 1. And now I can put on back my top. Now, but I thought to focus when watching on the phone now. It's all good. See, okay, I'm shirts again, so we're fine. So episode 2, really good in the sense of you get exploration, you get more characters. We follow Otto and Sumariko's like friendship, who is a new character that's introduced. In the second episode, we have a situation at a all-girls school, so our main character Ren can't go there, so that's fine. And they're trying to figure out things that's going on within that school. Call me Duns, mate. That's fine. Okay, we can call you Duns. All good. Yeah. So it's a really good second episode in the sense of like you got a mystery still going on. Main character Sumariko has the ability to change how she looks from what happened in episode 1. She still has that ability, which is really nice. Okay, and I am gonna round that up so you have 3 minutes of no top, no shirt. There we go. Well, I'll round that up. So I'm gonna get so distracted, but I got this. Also, this is not gonna be happening in the D&D stream, so get all out the way now. Like, just, I'm with a guest on the D&D stream. I'm not randomly going to be topless. Listen, I gotta respect the guests. Like, as funny as it would be just to randomly take off the shirt, we respect guests in this household. Okay. But yeah, thanks Osada for the 5. Okay, so back to Mysteries, Maidens, and blah blah blah. I'm just gonna call it MMD because MMD is an easier way to say it. MMMD, you know? Just actually, no, I'm not going to do that. That's right, Vance, don't be like Gray from Ferret. Hey, I can see the comparison, but don't. Okay, so now to MMMD. So, second episode is good. It has a slight arc about bullying. We have a main character kind of reliving her high school experience, which is fun / nice for her. The show is kind of fan servicey, so you have to be very aware of it. I'll type in the show in case you guys want to look it up as well in chat. This is one of those shows which has a long ass name to pronounce. But yeah, it's semi-fan servicey, so always be prepared for that, you know, which is ironic because I'm pretty sure this counts as fan service for you guys, but you know, let's not worry about it. So, good show. Second episode went strong. Voice actors doing a fantastic job. There's still a mystery which hasn't ended by the end of this episode, which is why I'm like tempted to have watched episode 3 already, since episode 3 is out. But we're still on episode 2, which is fine. Also, we have some really fun interactions where, because she's a teenager, she's kind of reliving her high school life in the sense that she's getting gossip, she's talking about her experiences, and she's also like talking about how it sucks being a middle-aged woman, stuff like that, you know? Being old sucks. And this show kind of encapsulates that really well. And it also has a deeper layered story within all the fan service. And luckily the fan service hasn't entered the To Love Ru level of fan service. It just kind of happens and we move on, you know? It doesn't distract or distake from the show. Next on the list is, okay, shirt back on. Next on the list is a show that I've been enjoying a lot. This show isn't mid, this show is good. This show is a good time to watch. Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8 has, it knows what it is. It's a shonen, and I like it. And it doesn't need to be any deeper than that. It's a fun shonen, and it's a good shonen, you know? It's about a dude, he becomes a kaiju, he punched a really big kaiju, there was a flood of rain, a child was like, hey, don't hurt the good kaiju. It's nice. It's like Attack on Titan if Attack on Titan didn't take itself too seriously. Which, you can feel how you feel about Attack on Titan, but man, I like the earlier seasons of Attack on Titan. The more simpler times. The time when Levi broke his ankle and then he couldn't do anything for like a whole month. Not him being like, you know, crippled in multiple ways and still using a maneuver gear. But yeah, I'm not gonna rant about the ending. The ending's fine. I've accepted it after a while. After a long while. The anime did it much more better than the manga. And it's fine. It's no Code Geass. Code Geass still has the better ending between the two of them. And even between that, Claymore has a better ending. By the way, go read Claymore. Claymore's fantastic. We're never gonna get another anime for it. So just go read Claymore. The anime still holds up, however, I believe the last few episodes is anime original, so don't bother with it in that sense. Cool. Okay, keep the shirt on. Okay, jack it off. There we go. Jack it off for 3 minutes. Okay, so with the also thanks Aniboda. There we go. And Boda. There we go. Yeah, the manga and anime went separate, but both were good. I can agree on that, yes. I have the special edition of Claymore, like the big special edition with the books, and I don't regret having it because Claymore is a series that I really do love. It's well written, and it's probably one of the author's best works, and it's still really good, you know? Like, I read it like once a year just to, you know, enjoy it because it has strong arcs, it has wonderful art, it has an ending which I'm like, this wasn't an ass plot, I enjoyed it. Hey Monster, we are on a tangent about Claymore. If you ever watch Claymore, it's Claymore, the best way to describe it, a lot of people would consider Claymore to be closer to Berserk because they're both fantasy, you know? And it's not. Claymore is the prototype to Attack on Titan. That's the best way to describe Claymore. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of conspiracies going on and you're trying to find out the truth, you know? And that's the interest in Claymore. I feel like it was badly advertised originally. However, the big issue with that is because most of its advertising only shows the first couple volumes. The mystery gets introduced really later on, you know? Angel Desu, same mangaka, is the one of my favorite. Let me check it because I haven't checked it out, so it might be good. I might give it a read. Ooh, I've not read this at all. I should probably give it a read in the future. It looks interesting. Hi Abby, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're just talking and like going over certain animes. But yeah, recommend Claymore. It's definitely like Berserk in the sense of a fantasy world. However, I will say it's more Attack on Titan because of, you know, the sense of the sense of like world building in that sense. I would say, yeah, recommend it though. Go read Claymore if you haven't. One of the best mangas, I will say. Yeah, I will say it. One of the best mangas of all time. One of them. But yeah, don't worry. I think everyone's delayed, so don't even worry about it. We're doing low latency, but the stream has a bit of a delay still, just because it's one of those. And, you know, it's all good. So, Kaiju number 8. Recommend, good show. It knows what it is. I'm not going to read the manga at all, so I'm just gonna watch the anime, and the anime is gonna carry me. And it's a show that knows when to be humorous and also knows when to be serious. So you can enjoy it and then not take itself too seriously. But I'm pretty sure it will have serious arcs. And now, my top anime from my list. The top... sounds really interesting, but can't watch it because of sexual thing. That's completely fair. That's completely fair. Bro, you killed my phone because you're too hot, Lamau. Hey, I'ma take that. And jacket is back on. 3 minutes are up. Y'all know the drill. For those of you who don't know the drill, $1 per 1 minute for jacket off, $2 per 1 minute for both jacket and shirt off. I guess we're doing the strip club hustle. But yeah, now back to my top anime for the season. The top show, the top thing that keeps me hyped, Windbreakers. I just love that it's about dudes throwing hands. It doesn't need to be a deep story more than that. And episode 2 left me on the cliffhanger where I'm like, ooh, we gonna throw some hands. It's beautiful. Like, oh, it's got a really nice art style. It has best girl of the season. You know, Kotoha is best girl of the season. I'm gonna say it. You know, she's like Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen, but much more happier. Best girl of the season. She ain't crazy like Makima from Chainsaw Man. Short hair, yes. Earrings, yes. She chilling, but we ain't talking about her. We talking about Windbreakers and the hands that are being thrown, because that show is just good, you know? It really gives off that really good delinquent energy. Also, I need to get all myself in like the uniform because, you know, I feel like I suit the vibe. I'll put in the budget. But the show is good, just about throwing hands, and I like that. Has a strong opening song, which is enjoyable to listen to. Has really good characters so far. We've been introduced to Neri, who doesn't fight, so that's great. We've been introduced to Hayato. He's the guy with the eye patch, so I think he's a chunny. And we've been left on the cliffhanger with Kotaro. So we're gonna get a fight next episode, and that's good, you know? It's Tokyo Revengers, but not actually the present so far. Tokyo Revengers is a show that, yo, I have nothing nice to say about that show, so I'm not gonna say it. Oh, okay, I'm gonna say it. You know how we always make fun about Shinji being a whiny child, yeah? This is a whiny grown-ass man in Tokyo Revengers, and that's why I dislike the show even more. Like, Shinji had an excuse. He was traumatized from childhood abandonment and all that good stuff. But the MC from Tokyo Revengers, yeah, he had trauma. Like, I'm not trauma scaling, by the way. Like, I'm not like power scaling in trauma sense. I'm just saying, I know he had his trauma, yeah, but he had the ability to go back to the past and change things, you know? And one thing you would like to do when you change things in the past is you got to work out more. You got to learn how to fight more. He gets into some fights, but I really feel that the series isn't about him. Listen, I could make a trauma scaling stream. Which anime character has the most trauma? Let's find out in this trauma scaling stream. Eren Yeager, top 10. Eren Yeager, while watching his parents getting devoured, has a trauma level of 6, as he is directly responsible for that trauma. Which kind of undoes the trauma. Trauma scale number 9, Shinji Ikari. I like the concept, the ending of the manga is a doozy. I never read the ending of the manga. Oh, honorable mentions. Okabe Rintaro. As someone who has seen Steins Gate, we know that time travel can get your mind fucked up. Sorry, I'm curious to if you watch Blue Period, it's an art anime. I need to I haven't seen it yet. I might use that to replace one of the anime that I'm dropping. I think that'll be a fun thing to do. Also, I should make a trauma scaling short. I think that'll be funny. Honorable mentions. Broly. You see, Broly had to do... Number 5, Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto was hated by his whole village, his family's dead, and he has no clan. But things changed. But yeah, let's get back to it. Windbreakers has been good. Windbreakers has been fantastic. Listen, I might make trauma scaling just a fun, I might just make that a video just for jokes, and I'll do it on Watch Mojo style, and I'll do just a trauma scaling for just for giggles. I mean, I wouldn't put Vegeta on the trauma scale just because he got Bulma, you know? I'll put Yamcha on the trauma scale because he lost Bulma. That's gotta be a bigger L. Sure, Vegeta hasn't won, but yo, he won in some other ways. Back to Windbreakers though. Windbreakers has been fantastic. The art style is it's just really good. It's nice. It's smooth. It's nothing too gritty, because shows like Baki, JoJo's, early JoJo's, it's not it doesn't look as great. JoJo's gets away with it more because it's the art style, but with Baki it's much more difficult because Baki's art style is very very muscular in it gets unappealing to that point, but yeah, also the name Windbreakers, I get what you mean. It's a funny name. I think no one considered the translation. I think no one considered the translation. Hey man, it's going good. We're just talking anime, chilling and all good. Yeah, Baki's art style is something you gotta get used to, and if it's not your vibe, you're not gonna watch it. It's fine, It is a good series, it is well written, it can inspire people to exercise, but yo, it's design. It's different. Also, I think Invisible Soup was a reference at the end. I've not seen it, I've not watched it fully, but I know World Peace gets solved by Invisible Soup. Something like that. I know they're also having the Baki versus what's it called now? Yeah, Baki versus Ashura Netflix film. So I think that's gonna be interesting. Yeah. I think they're referring to, yes, I think that's what the reference is into, but also can get how the translation can feel. Yeah. Vegeta's greatest enemy, plot armor, and a curatorium. Listen, Vegeta has had some of the best speeches in Dragon Ball. Like, let's be honest, like, the Majin Buu speech, that was good, you know? His self-sacrifice speech was good. He's had his moments, he's come in clutch. Vegeta is still good. I wish he got more W's. I think Gohan has more W's than Vegeta currently, which is weird to think about. Yeah. But yeah, writing is always gonna be a thing. Also, pulling out for Akira Toriyama. Like, damn. I wonder what's gonna happen with the Super manga, because I know Toyotable is his student, so we might get a continuation, we might not. We won't know. It'll just be a weird thing to think about. But yeah, back to our top animes of the season. Windbreakers, goated, top of the season, top of my 9, and you know, I don't know what shows are gonna replace my low 3, because I need to get rid of these shows. Like, they are Toyotama did the beach scene, just no one doesn't. Yeah, true. But yeah, I need to replace 3 scenes, 3 shows. The 3 shows being High Speed Atoli, maybe just 2. Yeah, I might get rid of God's Games We Play. I might just get rid of that show, because it's mid with no charisma. It is no game in life with no charisma. It is side characters who make me miss the Sword Art side characters. It's a protagonist who has a bland motivation, you know? So I think we can get rid of that. High Speed Atoli, it just ain't it. And Go Loser Ranger, I overhyped it. That's my fault. I'll get rid of it. I might watch it again one day. I probably won't. It's a show that I'm just gonna let go, you know? It's a show that I'm just gonna have to accept and let go, because it's, you know, it's a show. Yeah. But yeah, those were my. I've mentioned it early on in the stream, but I overhyped the show in my mind, and so it's not hitting the same as it should to me. I think other people will enjoy it more. That's my review on it. It's one of those things where I think I probably will just binge the manga one day, because I decided not to read the manga, wait for the anime to come out, and I think because I waited for so long and I created the own hype in my head, I have unfortunately created a standard which it can't live up to. And that's not the show's fault. It's not the show's fault that it's mid. Yeah, you know? Also, I need to drink a drink of water, and yeah, so I think I might just read the manga. I agree on that. Let me just drink some water. But yeah, we've gone through. Oh, that explains a lot. Also, I need to mute. Hello, Fighting Smith. Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, I have to mute because there's an ice cream van that you guys don't want to hear an ice cream van blast into the mic. I want to save you the trouble of hearing those tones, because I hear it all the time. But yeah, ooh, quintuples, man. I am so glad I dropped that. Oh. No, we're not having ice cream ASMR. Yamete Kuda, stop, please. But yeah, now here are some Vance recommendations. If you guys would like to hear some Vance recommendations of animes, would you guys be interested in some? Because I watch a lot. A lot. How many anime? I watch a lot. Yeah, quintuple, you know, quintuplets is definitely the sunk cost fallacy of anime. It's the same with what's that one anime called that Giga did a whole video about. 1 second. Not Rent a Girlfriend. Rent a Girlfriend is bad. Don't watch or read Rent a Girlfriend. I know if you're just watching it and you think the show can get better, don't bother. It's a waste of time. Don't do it. You're not gonna be happy with yourself when you get to certain parts. You know, this is. You know what? I'm gonna spoil the show because I need to like save you guys some times. Domestic Girlfriend. Let me put it like this: Domestic Girlfriend is fun to read. Fun bad. Rent a Girlfriend is just bad. Oh, I was reading the Chain Slave manga actually. I thought it was really interesting. Yeah. Rent a Girlfriend is a show which okay, I'm gonna spoil it. I'm gonna straight up spoil it. There's a scene which has been memed over all over the internet, yeah? And the scene where the dude pops a boner in the ocean thinking of the girl he likes getting railed by someone else that he likes, and by someone else, not that he likes, yeah. Like, I don't want to read someone suffering that much. If I wanted to read that, I would just read NTR. Let me be real. Like, at least with NTR, you're once and done's it, you know? Yeah, it happens later on in the manga. Yeah, like, that's why I'm like, yeah. That's why I'm like, you know, I don't need to watch the show. I can rent. Hey, yo, stop that. Like, it's bad. Okay, now, he might literally be leaving my favorite MC. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah. But yeah, I don't recommend the show. Don't watch it. Now, let's talk about shows I can recommend. So first, this comes in strong. It's on Netflix. It's available to you. Arjun Demi-Human. If you read the manga, it's good. The anime is in 3D. You can get over it because it's done by the same studio that did Blame. So I can recommend Arjun Demi-Human. Interesting storyline for those who don't know. Basically, in this world, there's certain people who can produce IMBs, which are like these invisible beings, kind of like stands, that are made out of particles which other people can't see. Arjun Demi-Human is a very good show. Recommend it. We have a main character who's kind of a sociopath, but also cares about his little sister. Not in a creepy way, in an actual sibling way, and wants to become a doctor because of that. He has a really terrible relationship with his mother, but also his mother has a level of trauma because her father, her husband / his father was kind of a really nice person, and she hates the fact that people take advantage of that. So Arjun Demi-Human, recommend it. Go watch it if you have the time to. It's available on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's still available. It's a good show. Next recommendation, Black Lagoon. Watch it subbed. No, watch it dubbed. This is one of those shows where I can fully say watching it dubbed is the better experience, because there's so many people from different countries like America, Japan, stuff like that. So when you have it in dub, it adds to the experience. Black Lagoon is one of the best animes I've seen all time. I'm gonna put it up there. One of the best. Is goated. Black Lagoon is just fantastic. You know, the theme songs were memorable. I have big guns. I got them from the Lord. You know, good song. Black Lagoon needs to be talked about more. For those of you who don't know what Black Lagoon is about, it's about a guy called it's about an office worker who gets kidnapped by a bunch of you know, pirates. Germanland, that's on the list. I will get to it, don't worry. But he gets kidnapped by a bunch of pirates. He gets renamed Rock. He goes and lives with them, and, you know, like, has a really new life in that universe. And it has some really interesting and unique storylines, which I don't think a lot of authors would do these days. Yes, Germanland is really good as well. It's expansion to that universe, as Dunga says. Like, really good series. Recommend it. It's about a child soldier who's traveling with an arms dealer, and it is much more deep than you would expect it to be. in a really, really good way. Next series that I recommend, and this is a 3D anime, so this is gonna be like one of those where you're like, ooh, really? And I'm gonna say this, it's probably one of the best 3D animes in terms of animation, because the fight scenes go in strong. And this show is called BBK slash Bubuki. Yeah, Bubuki. The submarine episode is really good. Submarine episode is like surprisingly deep and you don't expect it. But yeah, I enjoyed BBK. It's probably a show that not everyone's gonna really enjoy. It's mechs, it's punching, it's violence, it's in 3D. It does a good job in being 3D, and it doesn't try to be something crazy, but it also tries to. It uses a lot of the squash and splish, you know. I thought you were gonna say VV. all good. But yeah, I recommend it just because the animation's on point for 3D animation, and probably should kind of be the gold bar for it. But yeah, Black Lagoon recommend, BBK recommend. Next show that I recommend, and this one, those of you who know this, like, you're the real ones. If you haven't seen this show, then man, you're missing out. But see The Money of Soul and Possibility of Control. Well, see The Money of Soul, Possibility and Control. So, it's the best way to describe this show is it's the finance anime. Like, you can learn so much about stock and finance from this anime because that's all it's about. Like, it's Persona meets stock. You know? Our main character is down in his luck and he gets invited to this world where he can use and fight for his future / use his future assets as things that can be used to gain more money, you know? So with that, he uses them to get a better life, to get money, stuff like that. And there's a few people who are controlling the economy kind of thing, you know? Yeah. Spice and Wolf is economy and waifu. C is the best on economy. Yes. C, Possibility of Money Control, is the best economy anime ever. And that's the craziest thing to say because it's just stocks and finance, and like it goes over like people trying their best not to take things too much, but also can show the long-lasting repercussions of like finance and the fights from it. And how in one of them, the main character is going up against someone who's doing nothing but good things, yeah. And when he beats them, this guy loses his company, loses his ability to help people, and it's literally because he was fighting for his future, you know? And it has you ask really big questions on a moral scale, which is always interesting if an anime can do that and do it effectively, you know? Now the next on the list, which I recommend, which is also one of those someone recommended me this, forgot to watch it, but watch it as I did finance before. Fair. Some of it won't make sense, some of it is like legal jargon just so like it can sound cooler. But it's a good show, recommend it fully. Next show I recommend, which this one's a 50-50 recommend because it's a weird show. You have to be prepared for it. C3, Cube Curse Curious. And what I mean by that is... okay, so there's this cube, which is a torture cube, and it has different ways to torture someone. But it's also a person. And the main character is someone who can deal with like curses, bad luck, and stuff like that. And so you have these two people working together, doing stuff together, having the color palette change between episodes where it gets serious. It's a show that jumps from lighthearted to serious. And that's what I like about it. It's a weird but unique show. And they don't make them like they used to. Now, next show, I'm going over alphabetically because I have these saved. So that's the fun part. A show I like, which this one I can recommend, but also I get why people will drop it instantly. So there's a show called Kasha and Sense, and I like it because it has a really nice art style. Like, the art style is fantastic for the show. It's very unique in that sense because it doesn't look super clean. It looks very rustic and dirty, which kind of works for the world. Cashin Sins is a sequel to Cashin, which is like a kind of feel-good anime. It's kind of like the early Mega Man in a sense, and it's a good show. I recommend it. It has a really good rivalry as well, which is something you can always enjoy in a show, and has a person trying to remember who he was, what he caused, and changed the world, and the fact that he was the person who destroyed the world, kind of thing, you know? Next on my list of recommendations. Okay, who here has watched Durarara? Who knows the name Durarara? Because that show is goated. It took forever to finish, but that show is fantastic. It ended on a high for me. Durarara is a story about a city and the people within it, and everyone has different arcs, different stories. Recommend it because it's so fun, you know? Durarara is... Fun fact, Durarara is called that because that's the sound an engine makes. It's good by Bacano more. I think for me, it's like, I started with Durarara, then I went to Bacano, so I feel like Durarara has a much more lasting impact for me, but that's just me personally. But yeah, recommend Durarara. Fun fact, Durarara is the sound that Celti's bike makes. It just meant to be it's just meant to be onomatopoeia, so like that's the sound the bike makes, and it's good. I'll say the OG, I didn't know there was a remake. Or do you mean like all the other seasons? Because if you do, that's the whole thing, so I count it all together. But yeah, Durarara. Oh, it's Durarara. Yeah, it's just 3 Ras. Or is it 2 Ras? I can never tell. It should be 3 Ras. DRR is alright for it, but it's alright for it. Yeah, you're true. But yeah, like, it's a good show. I know not a lot of people can get into it, which is completely fair because the show has supernatural elements. The show has street gang elements. It has so many different elements which come together to make a fantastic story. Speaking of Durarara, the artist of it, Susuhito Yatsuda, which is one of the people like I love and respect as an artist because his art is just peak design. He made the series Yozakura Quartet, and the manga goes hard. The anime has some really good adaptations. Don't watch the 2008 adaptation of Yozakura Quartet. Do not recommend it. It's terrible. I also remember they put a cameo of the 2 characters for Bacano and Durarara. Yes, they did. I believe it's in the episode where Makoto reveals that he is Dollars. Yeah, he reveals all the members of Dollars. I remember that episode. Yes. But yeah, Yozakura Quartet, I enjoy it. It's really good. It's hard to explain what it's about, but I will try. It's basically a city of yokais live in this, like... Yeah, yokais live in this town, and basically random stuff happens. And this person, Akina, has the ability to send yokais to the yokai realm. Oh, I was thinking of Dorado. You know, fair. Yes. But yeah, Akina has the ability to send people back to the other realm. Delinquent yokais, mind you. Exactly. So like, it's a crazy show, and it pops off. It also has some of the best sound design. Like, if you think Fire Force sound design is good, like your Yozakura Quartet fire design goes off hard. Like, even better than the Fate Apocrypha sound design. Recommend it just for that. And the art style is to die for. Not literally, figuratively. Now, let's go to Fate. I recommend Fate. I don't need to really explain things, do I? Like, it's Fate. We're over it. We're done. It's Fate. Watch Fate. Watch Prisma Ilia. Prisma Ilia's fine. Although Prisma Ilia gets to a really weird point, and when you get to that point, if you don't feel comfortable at that point, just drop it. That's what I did. Like, just drop it. You can stop continuing from there. It has a really good, solid first season. It also has really weird parts that make you go, man, I can't watch this with a friend. For those of you who know, they know. Next, Gangster, the manga / anime. I really enjoy it. I stopped reading the manga for a bit, but like, Gangster is good. Gangster is goated in so many great ways, you know? I look like I'm straight out of there if my, you know, jacket was changed to black. Chloe is, yeah. Yeah. Chloe is uncomfortability incarnate. Chloe makes you go, let me just skip this scene. Oh, it's still going. Okay, let me skip. It's still going. Okay, I'm just gonna drop it. I just have to drop it at this point, you know? Or you just power through it. That is the issue with Fate Kleinid? Prismalia. Lied. Yeah. Prismalia, yes. But yeah, Gangster show is goated. Recommend it. Like, really good show. Really strong show. Has a lot of humor, personality, just a bunch of things that make you go, man, this show is really getting to me. It also gives you kind of Black Lagoon vibes without a person who is your eyes and ears to it, kind of. Like, most of the characters are like established a lot, you know? And it's a strong series, you know? I need to get back to reading the manga, honestly. Also has really solid fight scenes, which I can recommend. Yeah. Also the art style for Gangster is just like nice. It's a very, it doesn't look childish in terms of art style. It looks very gritty, which is really good. Cool. Next anime which I recommend, and okay, Gangster did remind me a lot of Locks for his character building a bit. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, now K. For those of you who haven't watched K, go watch K. Fantastic. It has a lot of fan service for any person. If you're a Fujo, it has fan service. If you like Booba, it has fan service for you. If you like violence, it's got violence. If you like, sorry, I was hearing a weird sound. I think it was my headphones. I need new headphones. That's a thing I will consider later on. But yeah, if you like violence, it's got something for you. If you like a really good mystery, it's there for you. Recommend K, both K original series and K Return of Kings. I do like the original series more than the sequel. I heard they canceled the Gangster anime. Did they? I thought they stopped. I know they stopped it. I don't know where the manga's going. I know the manga has a spin-off. The manga does have a spin-off. I know that. Let me double check. Did they cancel it? Oh, the studio filed for bankruptcy. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, because the studio filed for bankruptcy, so that's never going to get continued, unfortunately. In terms of the manga, oh man, the manga just stopped, huh? Oh, I became a falling head. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. I was messing around with some I was messing around with some yeah, I was messing around with some toggles which I need to fix right now, so I might as well do that on stream with you guys. Yeah, I was messing around with a toggle just because when I want to take some pictures and wear a different outfit, because I have a really thick neck, I need to remove a lot of things. And also I need to stop using number pad. I think that's, if someone walked into the stream at that moment, that would be funny. But yeah. Yeah, gangster stopped, yeah. I don't have a ball toggle, yeah. Which is unfortunate. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, I'm trying to look up what happened to Gangster, and I am not figuring out anything. I walked in the stream at that moment. Hey, hola de ma. Welcome to the stream. Your perfect timing was great. Yeah, I don't, yeah. I believe so. Let me double check. I know they have. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to it. Answer she. Let me go to that Twitter real quick. We're doing some Twitter vibes. Okay, it looks like Gangster's still going. Yeah, I think you can just read it online, I think. I think that's the big thing. But yeah, that Twitter is very chill. A lot of food on that Twitter. Respect it. Yeah. Still don't know what's happened to the show. Oh, that explains it. Okay, so some sad news. Let me read the tweet. Since there are many inquiries, I will introduce myself again. I'm a manga artist. I have systemic lupus erythemus. Due to complications, I lost one eye. I also have paralysis in my fingers, disorder in blood vessels and internal organs. I'm still working, but it's slower than a typical manga artist, and updates are irregular. This account publishes illustrations drawn as part of rehabilitation. The whole picture of the illustration is available on free on Fanbox. I prioritize my health over work, so I want you to leave me alone. I am crazy now, and I'm going to enjoy life with my birds. You know, fair. That is a sad development, but I'm glad that they're taking their time though. Like, it looks like they really need it. Yeah. They do have a fan book, so if you do want to go support them. They also have a skeb. Hold up. Ooh, that's expensive. Ooh. 1 second. Ooh, that's expensive. They have a skeb. They have a really good skeb. Oh. I would love to go to that skeb. No, I should stop that. Okay, look. Yeah. I wish them all the best. They look like they're enjoying life. And they do have a skeb, and it looks like they're still drawing. So I think they're still in a good part / good point in life. Yeah, so like I think they're still working things. Yeah. On hiatus in terms of like mangas wise. So yeah. Wish them nothing but the best. But at least we know what happened with Gangster. I don't even know how to move on from that topic, but we're just gonna try and move on from that topic. Man, I'm the worst for stuff like this. Also, man, that Angel Woman art, it goes. I'm not gonna say what that art is. It's good art though. Next topic. Next anime for you guys to watch. If you like a slow burner mystery anime, there's a anime called Kami-sama no Memichu. I think the episodes are still on YouTube for some reason because someone dubbed it. I don't know if it's official dub or fan dub, but that dub was still decent. So, you know, it's there. Kami-sama no Memichu, or Heaven's Memopad, is a detective slash mystery series. And if you enjoy that type of vibe, enjoy a slower story, the slice of life, enjoy a bunch of people who are neats working on projects and stuff, then Kami-sama no Memichu is kind of the show for you, because it doesn't rush you, it doesn't try to pull the wool over your eyes with certain things. It knows what it is and does a very strong job of, you know, it does a very strong job of like presenting the show. Vandals is sometimes so good just because translation notes. True. I think fan dubs. I know fan dubs, if you're gonna become a serious voice actor, never put them on your like avoid putting them on your what's it called, CV slash work, because I know I believe some people could get blacklisted from that. I might be incorrect, but fan dubs are kind of frowned upon, especially since the people you're working with are probably gonna have a very close relationship with the people who are the official source for it, you know? So you have to be careful in that sense. Also, translation notes are like one of the best things that manga have. And I wish more things had translation notes, because translation notes are nice and give you some of the greatest and funniest quotes, like keikaku means plan. Also, it's a good way to learn Japanese. Next, these are movies, and I'm pretty sure some of you have seen this. If you're interested in Fate, the Natsuverse, Kami-sama, no, Kara no Kyokai. Nakama means Tamadachi. Exactly. Yeah. Garden of Sinners, or Kara no Kyoka, is a very strong, very good show. And it's set in the Fate universe, so you have those small references. You have people using magic more frequently, and it follows someone with the mystic eyes of depth perception. Slash, if they cut things, they can kill it. You know, it's Knife the anime. Slash, it's also a mystery anime, and it's told not in order. So it's told in a very strange storytelling style, but kind of works for it. You could try and watch it in order, but that's not how you're meant to. And it's just a collection of, I believe, around 8 episodes. Yeah. 5th movie is top tier. 5th movie is really good. I've tried reading the light novel, but it filtered me. Yeah, the light novel can filter you easy, so I would say just watch the anime. I will say with like certain anime, you know, it's disappointing though when you just have the comb. Listen. True. But like, I would say it's really good as long as you know what you're getting into. And if you have no expectations, then the films start from low and then go to a higher bar, I would say. I will say a lot of Natsuverse novels slash visual novels can easily be a filter. I think his content works better as visual novels slash animes compared to actual light novels, just because there's you need to be aware of a lot, and you have to picture a lot of things in your mind, and pacing is your own thing. Also, half an hour before stream ends, get your topless toggles in. Another show I fully recommend. This is the show that I tell everyone to watch if you've not watched it. Go watch Katana Gatari. It's made by the same guy, Nithiosen, who does the Monogatari series. However, I will say this is better. You know, I will genuinely say Katanagatari is better than the Monogatari series, because Katanagatari it's a shonen and a romance. That's the best way to describe it. And we follow a main character who's kind of an idiot, but the last episode goes in so hard, and it's the journey to it. The art style is fantastic. I agree with you, Tom. It's so good. Also, I feel really weird just saying Tom, not in a bad way, in the sense that we have Osada Canister, Ola Di Ma, and then we have Tom. You know what I mean? It's like if you like the Legion of Evil or Legion of Doom, a bunch of people, and then you have Bill. Oh, you know what show I feel sorry for? Kimono Friends. Kimono Friends was a fun, good show, and then the studio had to ruin it. The studio had to damage Jafari Park. The studio left no survivors. It's sad. I'm the hero in a sentence that forgot to come up with the hero name. True. But yeah, Kimono Friends. Pour one out for the homies in Jafari Park. Like, damn, you know? A show I need to watch, Konosuba, so I'm not gonna recommend it. It's just something I need to watch. Konosuba, from what everyone tells me, is a fun, good time, and I should give an eye out for it. Don't forget the Kimono Friends penguin. F. Yeah, F in the chats for the Kimono Friends penguin. And then Madoka Magica, we're finally getting the 4th film. Hey little scholar, don't worry. Thank you for showing support, and you have a great day too. Yes. Oh, don't get me with the management alter ego tripping stuff. All good, all good. Kimono Friends was the anime that got a penguin in love with a cardboard. Yes. Kimono Friends is also the one where a bunch of people were making Solid Snake comics with it. I'm not even joking. There's a bunch of Kimono Friends and Solid Snake comics which exist. It was like the weirdest collaboration / partnerships. Next, I will go to the show Mondaichi. Well, actually, no. Problem Children's from a Different World. Good show. I don't need to say much about it. This is the game, no Game No Life before No Game No Life, and it's solid. It's good. We have 3 protagonists. There isn't a romance building between the 3 of them, which is nice. It's just nice. You know, we don't need romance all the time, and if we do, it needs to be enemies to lovers. But we don't need romance all the time, so it's all good. Next on my list of animes to recommend is what's that one okay, this one is like my trash show to recommend. It ain't great. It ain't good. Do you guys remember the series it's a spin-off show, so I need to make sure I find the original series. It isn't great. It ain't good. It is you guys know Tenchi Muyo, the original harem series? Like the OG of OGs of harem series, yeah? Well, there's a spin-off which kind of involves mechs called The War on Gemini, and the show's fun. It ain't good. It's my trash anime, you know? Like, it's there. It's a harem series. It's my trash anime. I ain't expecting brilliance from it. I ain't expecting peakness. It's there. It has a bunch of the best girls of all time, especially in terms of design. It's not good. It has 13 episodes. I'm not telling you to watch it. It's available for you to watch though. This is like the hardest sell for a show. I am not recommending this. I'm just saying it's available to you. Like, man. You know? Like, it's there. It's a harem series. It doesn't do anything different. I like the main character. I like the supporting cast. They cute. You know? It's just Tenchi Muyo, but with mechs. I am in pain because it's not good. Like, if someone told you, oh man, I'll recommend War on Gemini to you, like, yo, like, they lying, you know? That's the only harem I can enjoy is Golden Boy, that's it. Let me try to remember Golden Boy. I remember, okay, if you enjoy Golden Boy, don't read the manga. Like, genuinely don't read the manga. It gets so awful, you know? Like, it's the yeah, it's it becomes an NTR competition later on. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, don't read the rest of Golden Boy. It's a safe. There have been some shows I've watched and I'm just like, I wish I had some brain bleach, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Now let's move to the side and let's talk about something else, because I've watched a lot of anime and we can give some good recommendations. Also, we got 20 minutes till Rhubarb's debut, so heck yeah, let's go. Which also means 20 minutes before the shirt toggle is unavailable to you guys for like 3 days, I think. Yeah, 3 days. Yeah, I won't be shirtless for like 3 days, so like, you know, you just be aware. I'm making sure you guys know so there's no surprises. But yeah, it's yeah. But back to War on Gemini. It's fine. It's if you need some garbage to watch, go watch it, you know. I don't know, but one of the best spin-offs I've seen got a bunch of isekai protagonists and put them to school. Yes, I remember that one. I forgot what it's called though, but I know it's a show. Yes, it's a fun time. Next show I recommend. Next show which is good. Next show is, you know what? Let me give you guys a non-recommendation. Infinite Stratos is, yeah. Infinite Stratos became so dumb after season 1, and also, man, the MC wants to bang his sister. Like, I need to vent about this. Like, there are a bunch of girls available to him. The author also based the first girl off his wife, and the fact that she gets so low on popularity polls really like frustrated him. So he started writing all the other characters worse. I'm not joking, that's an actual thing. Like, he sabotaged his own manga. Yeah, Infinity Stratos, man, I wish it was, yeah. Infinity Stratos, it exists. It's a harem show. Yeah, it's awkward AF. Imagine like going to your wife and be like, hey, I put you in a manga, and also you're the third least popular character on the manga. imagine the dinner conversations. Whether so many MCs who want to go the sister route, I don't know. Like, yeah. I don't know. I wish I could explain. However, as someone with siblings, you know, as someone with siblings, both blood and adopted, I have never thought once, man, I would like to tap that, you know? Like, anyone with siblings who watches one of those shows will have the same reaction as me, which is, ugh, you know? This ain't it, chief. I know for some people, actually I ain't gonna give them the excuse. If they want to defend themselves, they can defend themselves. I'm not going to. Yeah. But yeah, imagine explaining that situation and give me a second. Yes. Listen, like, some fruit should not be tasted. Like, I'm pretty sure there's like a fruit that can kill you if they ate it. Like, and that's forbidden. We shouldn't be eating that, you know? Like, it's shit crazy. I don't get it. I watch an anime, there's incest. I don't get it. It is lost to me. This is the most random tangent ever. Point is, like, point is, you know, no, I need to, Orimo. Okay, we gotta talk about Orimo. I am going to say something about Orimo, and if you guys have seen Orimo, you guys will probably agree with me. I hope you'll agree with me. Orimo sucks. Orimo is trash. Like, I'm a die on this hill. That series is like, oh, like, bro, even if you ain't blood related, no. Like, yo, you had baddies after baddies available to you, and you chose your sister? Nah. Like, I watched it because I was told and recommended to watch it, yeah. And I watched it, I was like, oh, bad, he's gonna stay with the girl with the glasses. Nah. Oh, he's gonna stay with the other girl. Nah. His sister, though. His sister's a alternative word for a female dog. Let's go with that. I'm being polite here. Oh, like, I'm sure I accumulated brain damage watching that series. It's, oh, like, why? You know, why? There were so many better options. Like, if I had to choose between Sword Art Online and Orimo, and Sword Art Online including all the seasons, including the fairy arc, every episode of that, or Orimo, I would say bring on Sword Art, because at least Kirito isn't trying to bang his sister. You know? I went the whole way thinking it was just gonna be, it was just going to, I don't know, bait and switch, and then it ended like that, and holy hell, why? Yes. You know, like, at least we have, it's bad when Kirito has more standards than you. It's bad. At least Kirito is loyal. Like, we give that bland black-haired swordsman some shit, but that man is loyal. Like, that man is extremely loyal, and that's one thing we have to give him props for, you know? That man might be an office pet. That man might be a Gary Sue. That man might have women falling for him all over. But at least he's better. Exactly, Tom. At least he's better than half the people that have, we've listed today somehow. He's not super dense. That's fine. He's not an idiot. I can accept that. He's got his girl. He doesn't need to build on a harem. If people fall for him, that's the author's fault for writing that people fell for him. It's frustrating. We all need therapy. But yeah, that's my slight rant about Arimo and why it's bad. Don't watch Arimo. It sucks. It truly is a show that makes me question the human race. Bruh, I watched that while it was airing. I saw the scene where she opens the door and, he is railing. He is performing his Honkai Star Rail. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Yeah. He's Honkai Star Railing with his sister, I don't have any of a description. I've seen it, That's the one. You'll think it's wholesome to begin with. Like, hey Utane, Utane, welcome to the stream. Sorry, you came in at a time where I was describing we're going through some anime, and I was describing why I do not like Arimo, and then the show Sora no what's it called again? It begins with a Y. Yosuga no Sora came up, and I uttered the phrase, he was Honkai Star Railing his sister. I have a way with words. Point is, don't watch that show, don't watch Arimo. That's you can use that phrase. This is my gift to you. The phrase Honkai Star Railing. It is an experience. It is such an experience. It is. Whew. 1 second. That was a banger. I'ma tweet it. I'll tweet it. I don't know what was going through the author's head. I'ma tweet the phrase now. You guys have free use of it. Just remember to credit me in the sauce. Let me get this tweet ready. There we go, let me just add the skull emoji. Wait till you rhyme the phrase with Metro. The protag Honkai Star railed everyone in town and stayed with his sister. I don't know why. What? I don't know. Yo, at least I've played the School Days visual novel, and it is really easy not to fuck up. Like, School Days is an example of just don't bang everyone. Like, words of wisdom with Vance. Hi, this is Vance, and I have a public service announcement. don't bang everyone. You know, it's the bare minimum. Oh my goodness. Also, it leaves an impact. Damn. Oh. I just realized what was said. Listen, that dude was Honkai star railing, and unfortunately, it left the Honkai impact on his girl's impression. Yeah, Honkai star railed the crazy girl in old school. Oh. Be loyal. That's the lesson from school days. Be loyal. Also, I'm pretty sure I got past demonetization with the phrase Honkai star railing. Also, there's probably a tag in AO3 that is Honkai star railing now that I think about it, which is kind of funny. In other words, they all got hunked. Oh no. That's cursed. Yes. But yeah, lessons that it said I can't double like a stream. Listen, I'll clip it out. I clip it out. All the Honkai star railed to the point of getting a girls. We have metaphors on this stream, and it's beautiful. I can appreciate the cahoots on the school days team picking the worst route and sending it to their best. They did a fantastic job on picking the worst route. Like, legitimately. They were like, man, let's make a lasting impact and get our MC to Honkai star rail. And he Honkai star railed. He did. And we're all dealing with that impact. Like, we're not gonna see an anime like School Days again, you know? We're just not going to. I don't think anyone's gonna be brave enough to pick a bad ending anymore, you know? Like, no one wants to pick a bad ending for like visual novels. Visual novels are getting less adaptation these days because they just work better as a game medium currently, you know? Access to visual novels has increased. It's really easy for people to just to, you know, get up and play them, so like that's really nice. Speaking of school anime, what's your take on School Rumble? I have not watched School Rumble. Let me double check what it is. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it. If I have, then I have not seen it. I recognize it, but I've not seen it. Naruhodo. I'll keep an eye out for that. If you recommend I should give it a watch, then I should good. Imagine Fate Stay Night Saber Route remake with a bad. Oh, I don't want that bad ending. Even the good ending is a stretch. And I like the Fate route. I like the Saber route. The Saber route is nice because I like Saber. You know. Unfortunately, the issue with the Saber route is Shiro wants to protect Saber, but the issue is he comes off as accidentally sexist, which is the best type of sexist, am I right? That was a wild sentence from me. Please don't demonetize me, YouTube. But it has context. Happy Sugar Life is a strange kind of experience, but as a bang up, Happy Sugar Life was a fun time, you know. It was a fun time. He constantly says you shouldn't fight because you're a woman at one point. I believe it might have been the adaptation that Dean did, but Shiro was doing his best for Saber not to end. Retinua true ending. I'll die on that. That's fair. That's fair. That's a decent take. Do you have any other quick picks for trash fires you couldn't help but like? Oh, I have a bunch. Okay, you want some trash fire like golden garbage? Okay, let me think of some. This one isn't like golden garbage, but it's bad. No, it's good. Second season's bad, but it had the best memes when it came out. Blast of the Tempest / Zetsu no Tempest. It is the main character's power in that show is the ability to bullshit. Not joking. Like, that man during the end of the first season said the wildest of things, and it was fun to watch him do it. Blast of the Tempest, recommend for that. In terms of like just pure trash fire, pure trash fire that I enjoyed. That what was pure trash fire that I enjoyed? I'm gonna have to like Google some like bad anime real quick. let me figure out some. X-Arms, you guys know X-Arms. X-Arms is fantastic, you know? It is fun, bad, trash anime. Like, it's good. What else is there? Man, I can't think of that many. I thought I had them on lockdown. You know what? I might need to come back to you guys with some like bad anime. Like genuinely, I might need to go back to you guys for like bad anime like Rex and stuff. Because I did have them. They were available to me. I've just completely forgotten them. My first anime was somehow True Tales, which really what my that is a choice for a first anime. Like genuine choice. Like my first proper anime, what would my first proper anime have been? And one that I watched all the way through. I'm currently trying to think on it. Like that is a first anime choice. Like damn. One of the later first animes I ended up watching, and okay, let me go on a side tangent. So I watched anime for a bit, Bleach, Naruto, all the generic top 5s, you know. Darker Than Black, I enjoyed Darker Than Black, but like, I wouldn't rewatch it because I have a good memory of it. I enjoyed... there were a bunch of shows I enjoyed, but like, what takes the cake? What is the top spot? Oh, that is a really good question in terms of like trash fires. One anime I recommend, this anime is just like toilet humor. Let me just find it. Yeah. Let me find it. It's a fun, terrible anime. Oh, okay. You want a trash fire anime that it's bad in a funny bad way. Sekai no Quasar. And one of the ways to describe it is the main character gets powers through breast milk, and also A Boy Is Fine 2 comes from that show as well. Yeah. It comes from that show, A Boy Is Fine Too. Like, it's golden trash. It's golden, like, trash fire, you know? Like, it's... High School DxD looks at this and blushes. Yeah. Yeah, it's the oh, he's a guy. Oh, that's not a problem. Yeah. Oh, man. It's a it's a show. It's a show that I'm not like defending or anything. Like it's let me just try and remember the anime that was really funny. Oh yeah, okay. This is my go-to like comedy anime. Again, this is like a lot of... It's a lot of toilet humor, let's just put it like that, but also like it has heart. It has some really funny parts. It has one of the characters who's like extremely short, Anytime she's on screen with someone taller than her, there's an arrow sign that points to her that says that she's here and she's this short. It's called Setikotai Yaku ni Domo. There we go. I'll post it in chat for you guys. It translates to student council staff members. But funny comedy anime. 100% recommend. And for some reason the animation just gets better per season, and they don't need to go that hard. Yeah, it's a really good, funny show. Is you know that show where it's like illegal to say anything perverted? This is the funnier version of that show. This one has really good comedy moments. It has really good gags. One of my favorite gags is some guy who's meant to be an English person is asking for directions, and then the short girl says turn left and then gives the directions, and then the guy goes thank you little girl, and then she just starts swearing at him in English and just goes motherfucker. Stuff like that. It's a really good show, like fully recommend it. But it is time for Rhubarb's debut, so I have to send you guys there. Let me just get that ready for you guys. Rhubarb is unhinged, it's fun. Do I have a raid message? Just say Vance raid or something like that. Let me find it. Rhubarb, save. We're going to raid Rhubarb. You guys ready for some chaos, for some fun? You guys will have a wonderful time. I know that. But yeah, thank you for coming to the stream. I hope you had a great time, and goodbye.